gentlemen, your attention.
So
please.
coming to the plate,
Now
Francisco
pitching for the
Lindor.
White Sox, number 80, the Dude, Gerald.
Turn two, roll it up.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hernandez leads off first with one away.
We got one here. We got one.
The next 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Two down here.
Ball and no strikes. The count to Jose Ramirez.
Ball, that's inside.
That's inside. 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
3-0 to him now. 2 out with the man at first. Had the green light 3-0, but he swings through the circle change. 3-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Oh, I think he thought it was ball 4, but the knuckle curves in there. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And another foul ball. Grounded softly to the right. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. We are still scoreless. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
No balls and a strike to count. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Hey, no outs here.
The 0-2 home. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Batting fifth,
So now to the plate, Oscar Mercado, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Hey, we got one.
The 0-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. And there's a base hit, the first one of the ball game for the Indians.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
Stepping up now, Ryan Wesson. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Has a look, now the pitch. Runners on first with one down. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, roll it up. Plays it two.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Yeah, we got one here.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. O'Hearn camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Striding in for the Indians, Jordan Luplow. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the White Sox 4 and the Indians nothing. So striding in, Roberto Perez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Roberto Perez.
Hey, plays that one now.
And the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Hey, nobody away.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Rolled slowly to first. Scooped up. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. In now for Cleveland, Delino DeShields reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
Delino.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Behind 0-2 now. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
And it's quickly 0-2. Hernandez is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, This is such a lost start. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down to first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team. He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete. The White Sox lead it 8-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning.
Lindor.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Nobody here, nobody.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
No running, no running.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in, Domingo Santana
Now
comes
batting,
into this
left
at bat
fielder,
0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Cold strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
Hold him right here, guys.
Grounded to first, reined in, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Coming to the plate now, Oscar Mercado, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Oscar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. This one's down to third. Moncada fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next the dangerous power threat, Ryan Wesson.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Anderson is calling for it. 1 down.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Jordan Luplow. He'll
The
look to
batter,
bounce back after
right fielder,
striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight
Whoa.
either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Now batting,
To the
catcher,
plate now, Roberto Perez. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
The 1-1.
8-2.
2 down now, 2 down.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and up to bat next, Delino DeShields.
The designated
Third
hitter,
baseman in tight,
Delino.
protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
the batter, number 7.
Into the
Second
box
baseman,
now, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
1 out now, 1 out.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Hey, strike this guy
After
out. Let's
fouling
go.
off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Count is 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Shortstop, Francisco.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on.
Hey, two. 1-1-1.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We're through 6 full, and the White Sox are out in front 12-0. Sal Romano gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Sal Romano.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
16-3 tonight. Chicago took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. The dude, Gerald, earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th, as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Mike Clevenger only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.